Brandon and Israel up in the cage, Tri-State Octagon, and we are ready to go. Of course, Brandon's got the white shorts. Israel has the camo trunks. Get this thing rolling in the Octagon tonight. Brandon gets him out there, and right away, a little touch of the gloves and the action, and here come the guys. Excited. In shoots Brandon, trying to take Israel down, and finally gets him down into the guard. Brandon working that. He's got to watch out for an armbar here. Israel's got his hand in his wrist. Awkward situation. Very awkward. North-south here, and maybe a leg bar. Look, Brandon's going for like a leg bar here. Brandon's telling him you can't kick him.
Come on, Norfolk, let's hear it. Pump him up.
There's a little heel chop there from Israel. And Brandon, I think, is really working on his ankle here.
Timeout, referee.
Israel with a heel kick ended up kicking Brandon in the head. And he's going to have a point deducted from Israel. And at this time, Brandon's going to take his few minutes of rest. He got a heel straight to, I want to say, his mouth.
All right, we had an illegal blow while he was down. He's got 5 minutes to recover here.
Here you can see the heel kick. That one to the chin from Israel. And that'll get the ref to stop this one for, well, you know, Brandon's got up to 5 minutes to get himself recovered. It looks like he will. Again, tonight we're in the Divots Defense Center in Norfolk, Nebraska. Thanks for being along with us no matter where you are. You can always find out more about TCF online at tristatecagefighting.com. Whether you just want to learn more about some of the fighters, where we're going to be, or maybe it's time for you to get into the Octagon. You can find out all that info, get the numbers, and who you need to talk to online at tristatecagefighting.com. Thanks to all the folks. Great facility down here. We have the huge screen on the wall down here at the Divots Defense Center. Everybody's having a blast. Make sure next month we come down here. You need to bring you and your friends on down here to the Divots Defense Center here in Norfolk. Getting ready for some more round one action. Israel Acuna and the dark camo shorts here again. You take a look at the replay from the first part of the round, and they were scrambling. Brandon in the white trunks looked maybe he was going to go for a heel lock. Right there, he was warned. And whatnot, and eventually did it again right there. And that again ended up in, one of these ended up getting Brandon right there in the chin and a stoppage as an illegal kick to the head.
Fighters, Brandon, are you ready? Set him out, Norfolk.
Ready for round one to continue. Touch of gloves, and Israel with a nice right kick. Brandon tries to move into side control instead in guard. Israel looking for an arm bar here. Brandon a little too high, and they're back into this situation again. Brandon really turned awkwardly with that right leg crossing the body. Gets out, goes side control here. Brandon just working it from the side. Maybe get that arm tied up inside the legs and get some shots in on Israel. There he goes. Got that right arm of Israel tied up. Not the most damaging shots, but they're annoying. Israel's got to watch the fingers. He can push off.
1 minute.
Again, Brandon on top, full control here, and the side control. Opportunity there just to hit him in the head. Another left. Israel in a situation he nearly needs to get out of this. not much in the way of action from Israel, just laying there taking it. Brandon again in the white shorts doing a great job holding Israel down, holding his right arm between the legs.
10 seconds.
His first round's going to come to an end. I think Israel's going to get out of it. Out comes his right arm. And he's going to get Brandon's back, but a little too late. And after taking a look at round one, Israel might want to check out the website and read some of the rules. Especially there at the end, you know, a little hit into the back of the head. You can't do that. All that was a beautiful right side kick. Came up, ended up on his back, slipped a little Brandon in the side control most of that round after the blow, and he tied up his right hand here. And from there, got some punches into the face. They weren't over extraneous punches, but enough to annoy Israel indeed. And if you break that one down, Brandon definitely coming out a winner in that round.
BurgerKing.com, and thank them for being a proud sponsor of the cage fights here in Norfolk. Burger King, it just doesn't get any better than that.
Norfolk, put your hands together for your ring girl, Toddy. 10 seconds, corners out, please. Corners out.
Ready for round number two. See if Israel can come out, get back on track, put some of those situations from the first out. It looks like he's a little winded.
Brandon, you ready?
Finding out for the first time in the cage here. Yeah, you got to have some cardio, and here they come. Israel with a beautiful left, but in comes Brandon just swinging, and he takes himself into the gauge. There's a huge right. The legs are coming. Israel's bringing the legs now. Uppercuts by Israel. Big right by Brandon, missed, and he's going to pay for it. And Brandon stops it. Israel knocks him out. What a huge win for Israel Acuna. After a bunch of first-round mishaps, he lands some big blows there. Brandon coming in strong, and he took one, and that was all it took to take him down. Big win for Israel Acuna. Up to the octagon with Dan.
Your winner, 19 seconds in a round two out of Norfolk, Nebraska, get his first win. Israel Acuna. Also put your hands together for his opponent at a team pound out of Omaha, Brendan Shevchik. Israel, got your first win. What do you got?
Oh man, I just first of all, I thank God for giving me the strength to go through it on my first loss. And I want to thank my in-laws that took care of my daughter when I was training, and I want to thank all my family that supported me tonight. All my friends from G-Race for training with me. God bless you all.
Give it up, guys. Out of Norfolk, Nebraska, Israel Acuna.
Hometown guy there with a big win. You can see Brandon came out in the second round and just started swinging, moving forward. You know, great strategy if you're going to swing. Keeps his head up, but he trips there, and that was enough to get Israel back on track with the left there, the jab that got him, woke him up a little. Couple leg kicks to the stomach. There's another one to the side, and Israel there with another uppercut under the arm. It was a right there. It was coming up here where Brandon just misses big, and I dare in that from that replay I couldn't see exactly what took Brandon down, but nonetheless that was it for Brandon. He came out, showed what he had to show, and hometown guy from Norfolk here, Israel, comes away. You take a look again from this replay, a beautiful left by Israel. He was missing Brandon's hits for the most part. Brandon's hits were on the outside. He tripped there. And maybe from this replay we can see actually what took. And that stunned him in a couple kicks here to the body, one to the side here. A really good kick there. But when he gets over to the cage here, what the final blow was, he missed that one. And it looks like a hit to the back of the head that eventually, ironically, took Brandon down for Israel. So Israel's ways from the first continued through the second. Congratulations. Big win for him.